I never felt like a need to come out. Oh, so you're gay now? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I've always kind of been. The longest I've dated a girl was 4 years.
So he would just decided to meet up with you, judge you, and leave.
He was a bad kisser too. Some people, kind of find it hot, and then some people are completely disgusted by it. The Hydro Flask is 32 ounces. He asked me if he could stick all 32 ounces in me. He was talking to me about his wife, and I was like, your wife?
You're not a homewrecker.
No. I love working fast food.
I do love hamburgers and hot dogs. Welcome to the Gays of Our Days Christmas version. Today we are here with my friend from the South, from America, United States. He's made all the way from very, very deep South to very, very up north in New York City. His name is
Kole.
Kole, welcome. So Kole, I'm gonna do like icebreaker a little bit right here.
Okay.
Right, so tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Top or bottom?
Verse.
Does it exist?
Verse, bottom, verse, top. Depends what day.
Do you prefer hairy or smooth?
Hairy.
Oh, really? Okay, nice. Where are you from?
I am from the South.
Okay, cool. From South United States.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So, Kole, we met, actually, when did we meet? In Los Angeles.
Yes, we met in LA. We met in May, right before my birthday.
Yeah, so we met right before his birthday. He was 20 years old. Now he's 21.
21.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
Feels amazing to legally drink, so.
How many years you've been doing it for?
Probably ever since I was 15, but yeah.
All right, cool. So Kole is actually a content creator. He did not go to college.
I did not.
He has a lot of interesting stories, guys. So please smash the like button, get cozy, and we're gonna just get into this. So question number one that I ask everyone: are you gay?
Yeah, I mean, I've dated girls, but I definitely lean towards more guys now, so.
So would you say you're bisexual more?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Still, I guess, figuring it out,
They say that I've dated girls, but they usually date them for a month and never done anything, and they call themselves bisexual. Was it your case or no?
I guess kind of, huh? Except mine's with guys, and then I don't really talk to girls at all. I couldn't tell you the last time.
What was the longest you dated a girl?
The longest I've dated a girl was 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
So you are different. You actually dated a girl for 4 years.
Yes, but I was also in high school, so it's a different, circumstance.
So when did you know you were gay? Or bisexual? Let's just call it gay.
Yeah, let's call it gay.
Let's call it gay.
Probably around sometime in high school, I've had me and friends would hang out, and maybe I had a crush on a friend that was a guy or whatever, found he was attractive, and then I guess just kind of there, I always knew
Wasn't
that I had
it
interest
any
in guys.
guy who you looked at and was oh god, I'm gay? Some people attracted to Disney characters.
Yeah. No. Actor, probably Channing Tatum.
Really?
Yeah.
So you saw him in a movie and you're
yeah, 21 Jump Street.
Okay, yeah. I kind of agree with this one. Yeah, he was very dumb.
Yeah.
But you were dating a girl when you were 15, 16.
Yes.
Then you started realizing that you were gay, and you still kept dating her.
Yes, because it was different though. Because I still loved her, and I really cared for her, and really did see a future building with her, but it just didn't work out.
A future building with her for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
At 16?
Yeah.
Okay, it was different, yeah. I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings.
No, you're good. Yeah, we dated up until 18.
Okay.
So I was or 19, till I was 19.
So, you grew up in South, right? What was, your surroundings? Do you guys have, gay pride parade there, or?
No, I think the nearest, gay pride parade is probably, a few hours away, away from my hometown, yeah.
So what was, surroundings, growing up gay? Did you see any gay people overall?
No, not really. I mean, there's, a few at school, but they were never, they were always, either bullied or, you know what I mean, for, being gay. My school was very, Christian, which I guess, to extent, but it was more so hateful Christian. They would hate on people, they were homophobic, and just hate if you were any of the different.
What's the definition of hateful Christian, you think?
But definitely homophobic. If you didn't go to church or read the Bible at all, they hated you, but at the same time they would do that, but then
Bible says do not hate.
Yeah. No, definitely.
So what was their explanation for that?
They didn't. I mean, no, they were never confronted.
Did you read the Bible?
Yeah.
And like multiple times?
No. Literally have a cross tattoo right here.
That's kind of cool. So you were really religious then.
Yeah. I mean, I still kind of am, yeah.
What was your like favorite verse? I know it's a weird question, but like I know that people have to like pick up their favorite verse.
Definitely John 3:16.
What does it mean?
I just know it's a very common verse.
Okay, we got it. No more Bible talk over here. Did you guys have like any kids who are like openly gay in school?
Yeah. No, we had kids that were openly gay. They most of the time they were either bullied. There was a few that like people like accepted them. One of my really good friends, she was lesbian and everyone like accepted her.
So lesbian is more acceptable than.
I think than more so like gay.
Did she came out or?
Yeah, no. She had like a whole like.
What was her
coming out
story?
thing.
Because I'm curious what it's like Christian.
Honestly, everybody really liked her. She was on the soccer team. She did like a lot of sports, so everyone like already really liked her. So everyone was like, "Yeah, we love you." And the same people that were like, "Yeah, we love you. We don't care what you are," would like bully like a gay kid.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Are there any guys who are like openly gay?
There was a few, but I know for a fact like they were definitely bullied about it a time or two.
Or they're like more feminine side or?
Yeah.
they're
All the
just-
ones that were openly gay were feminine at my school. Yeah.
Interesting. So do you think it's also contributed? Like if they were more masked, do you think they would like not be as bullied?
Probably. It's probably probably.
So you realize you were gay at like high school.
Yeah.
Can you go like more deep in details when you kind of like realize it as like, oh, what am I doing now?
I mean, I just like kind of knew that I like guys, but I knew like coming out around high school was not the right time just because how everybody was like very homophobic, would bully, and it just wasn't the right time. And also I was in a relationship with a girl, so it was very complicated. But I really did like the girl. I wasn't like she wasn't my beard or anything.
Yeah. Some people do this.
Yeah.
It's
really-
actually funny because Chris said that he wished he didn't come out in high school.
Really?
Because like everyone stopped talking to him for 2 years. My
Yeah.
friend Chris.
Yeah.
So you did not come out for a couple years. Whenever you were like realizing that you were gay and you still continue a relationship with a girl, like did you feel like bad that you're kind of like cheating on yourself emotionally in a way?
To a certain extent, but like I said, it was very weird. Like our dynamic of relationship was really weird. I don't know. I really did like love her, I mean, I still care for her. It was just different. It was like I do like guys and I don't really like girls, but I do like her. So I'm very like probably like 25% likes girls and then the other 75.
I was in the same position. I was in love with a girl when I was in middle school.
Okay.
So like for 4 years, I could not stop thinking about her.
Yeah.
But I was still pleasuring myself thinking about the guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could relate to this one, but
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah, when you do that, you feel like almost like a sort, like kind of guilty.
yeah, you feel
Yeah.
guilty. But then you kind of like just finish and you're like, no, I'm straight again.
Yeah.
It's
Like that was just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
So it was one of the reasons I was like kind of like broke up with a girl because it's like she wanted to have sex, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was getting sorry for like details, but I was getting like, but then we would like go in the process. I was get like not gonna be able to stay because I was like too stressed because I was like I know I'm kind of like not really into it. Christian school, girlfriend, homophobic environment. When was your first kiss with a guy?
My first kiss with a guy.
Do you remember how old you were? Like, what was the circumstances?
I would say like around 14, like right before.
So before girlfriend.
Yeah.
So was it your first kiss with a guy earlier than with a girl?
Yeah. It was with a girl before a guy. Yeah. My first kiss with a girl. Oh my gosh, I was probably like 11.
Okay,
10,
so you were really early.
Yeah.
Okay. So, mine was like 13. What was with the guy? How did it happen?
Honestly, it was probably just like off one of those apps, and
Really?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know his name, unfortunately. I was just being young and careless and stupid. Yeah.
So you were able to use the app at like 13, 14?
Yeah. Do not
do this.
recommend.
Yeah, do not do that. Do you regret you did it this way?
Yeah, 110%. Yeah.
Was the guy a little like your age or?
He was around in his 20s. Yeah.
And you were like, and you're like Cam, you know Cam, my friend.
Yeah.
He had the same story. He was
Really?
like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I went there and there were like 5 people and they told me to choose one and I was like 15 or 16. I was like, oh my god, this is.
Yeah. It's scary. Yeah.
So you would do it differently.
Yeah.
Did you like notice like the power dynamic, or you just very horny? So you would say,
I'm just very horny, honestly. I mean, I could see why people do it because of the power dynamic, but my case was just horniness. So,
so you kissed a guy, and then like, did you like never talk to him, and you decided, okay, I'm gonna be straight again?
yeah, that's
Really?
exactly how it went. Yeah.
You didn't like it, or you're just so scared?
Yeah, no, actually, in the beginning, I didn't like it.
You did not like it.
Yeah, actually.
Was his breath bad?
I wouldn't say that. He just was giving me weird vibes because I actually, like, in the moment I started thinking about it and I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, he's knowingly meeting up with someone that's clearly younger. And I was like, yeah, he's a weirdo. And he, like, spam texted me after when I, like, did not text him back.
Yeah, so he's really
just kind of weird vibes.
doing illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Phew, that's fucked up. That's why, guys, if you're like 13, 14 and you're watching this and you're really horny, please don't do this.
Do not.
Like, protect yourself. And there's a lot of creepy people out there who are just trying to get you. And it really is not as fun as you think it is. So just a little disclaimer. And basically, you kind of had this PTSD, right? Because you didn't want to like date a guy, basically, or you didn't like the kiss. You're like,
Yeah, no.
do you think it's kind of this experience, or it preventing you like from like coming out later?
Yeah,
earlier?
definitely that. He was a bad kisser too.
Did you have a coming out story at all? Like, did you tell your parents, or how was it?
Not necessarily, actually. I've never like came out in the original way. I came out just sort of when I started like the whole social media and I started posting about liking guys and whatever. Family members have like seen the post and like asked like, oh, so you're gay now? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I've always kind of been.
It's not switch.
Yeah. I never felt like a need to come out, you know?
Yeah. So you didn't feel like you want to say I'm gay to your parents?
Yeah, no. I mean, they've seen the posts, they've seen my social media, but we don't really talk about it. But it's not because they're homophobic. It's just, I mean, it's just me. Nothing to. It doesn't.
So they're supportive.
Me. Yeah.
So what happened with the switch? Like, when did you decide that, okay, I'm not dating girls anymore, I want to start social media? Did someone inspire you? And when did you decide, okay, I'm just gonna like post about gay stuff? Because it's a pretty big switch from like not even kissing anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, after me and my girlfriend broke up, you know, those feelings for guys have like grown more intense. You know what I mean, and all that. I don't know, just grown more intense. And I went on dates with a few guys, and I was like, okay, well,
You were of the age already.
Yeah. I was like 19, 20, and I was like, oh, okay, I definitely like guys. And then around 20, I was working like a lot. I was working 7 days a week.
Where?
I was working at a donut shop and at a bank.
Okay, cool.
So I would work at bank on the weekdays and donut shop on the weekend. And I just posted a TikTok randomly, and it kind of like blew up. And
Why did you decide to post TikTok? Because you watched it and you just wanted to try, or like?
Yeah. I mean, I've always posted like TikToks, but my account's always been private. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to kind of relate to like an audience, you know, about being gay and stuff like that. So I just tried it out, and one blew up and then another blew up, and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. It's kind of a fun game. And then everything else fell in effect of everything that I've done, you know.
What was the TikTok? Was it like a dance?
I mean, I couldn't even, it's definitely deleted. It was probably like a dance. It was probably like growing up gay is like, you know, me talking or me like lip syncing a sound and putting words
Okay.
on there. Yeah.
I like it.
They're all deleted. It's cringe.
You said that you decided to work 7 days per week.
Yes.
So what was behind this? Like, did you just want to make money? And how did you get into banking at 19?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, you need to make money to live, and I really wanted like my own apartment, and I was like, okay, well, this bank will be pretty good. It's not gonna pay good right now, but I can eventually move up. Well,
What did you do at the bank?
I mean, I was just teller, but the corporate lifestyle is just not for me.
What is a teller?
You just deposit people's checks, withdraw. I had to make like debit
So
cards.
like cashier?
Kind of, yeah.
That's
But
kind of cool.
people at banks are really ruthless.
Yeah.
Especially in like a small town are ruthless. Like if
Give
you
me-
mess up like one penny cent, which I get it is a bank, but they are crazy.
Like you mean the customers?
Yes, treat tellers with respect.
What was your like the wildest one? Did anyone stood out to you that you're
This one guy was trying to like open up account for his like he was older and I guess he had like a caretaker and he was trying to open up account for her, like account for them together. I don't really know. But she didn't have her ID and we're like, we can't, like the system will not let us go further if we do not scan an ID. Like it's not us. Like we can tell she's like a real person, and I knew the lady and I was like, yeah, I mean she's fine. She just needs to, come in with ID. And he like cussed us out and like called us like crazy names and like left the bank.
came back next day?
No, I think he did come back the next day and closed his account.
Close his account.
But he said, they did it without an ID and closed his account. And I was like, I'm sorry, maybe their bank system lets them do it in their system, but not ours.
I was actually surprised that you can get this job like right out of high school.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought that you need like at least some education for this.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you got the bank job, you got the donut shop job.
Yeah.
How was the donut shop?
I love it. I would love to go back.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it about?
I love working fast food. I
Really?
love the fast pace and yeah, I love it.
What did you like exactly? Did you like just thrive that you're like doing everything?
Yeah. Like, somebody says they want a dozen of donuts. I hurry up and make it up. They also want a Dr. Pepper with the order, and I'm answering drive-through too at the same time. I love it.
Really?
I had so much, and I love like being really nice to customers. I love fast food.
So wait, but did you get tired at some point, or?
Oh yeah.
It's like, why did you say I would go back? Why don't you go back then?
It's just like not a lot of money with it.
Yeah.
Also, it was early mornings at the donut shop. Like I had to wake up at 3 a.m.
Yeah. This is far too much.
Yeah.
But you kind of felt fulfilled
Yeah.
when you were doing it.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I wish it paid more. I would go back in a heartbeat.
Would you want to be like a manager?
Yeah, I mean, the donut shop that I worked for was a small business. They didn't really have like manager, but yeah, I would love
There
to.
was a bunch of high school kids working there.
Yeah, or like college kids. Yeah.
Interesting. It's so funny how that you don't hear a lot of people who say I loved it.
Oh yeah, I've worked at other fast food places, and I love it.
What kind of else fast food places?
I worked at Sonic Drive-In.
Okay.
And I loved it. Like you constantly run around to the stalls and give people stuff,
Okay.
headsets. I love it. I love it all.
You started doing TikTok. How did you come up with like doing friends website?
Well,
That's a long story.
it started off with TikTok just for fun. Like
Yeah.
I was just trying to like relate to like the audience, and just kind of like build a community on there. And it was just really fun seeing comments, and all that stuff. What encouraged me to start like a friends website is definitely I was getting views, but was not getting paid for it.
So you wanted to monetize?
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm already working 2 jobs. I can do a third one as a hustle and see where that goes.
Yeah. And you started doing it.
Yeah, I started.
I always ask people these questions, and you don't have to answer it. But how much did you make in your first month?
Oh, like literally like $300.
So that was not right away.
Oh no.
It took you a second.
Oh yeah, it took me a long second.
Do you think, like, looking back, it's just because you didn't market it well, or because you were not?
I kind of market it good. I say like my TikToks blew up back then.
Yeah.
They were getting like a few thousand views, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is pretty cool. Just random 1,000 people.
But it wasn't like 100K.
Yeah. So only a few people saw it, and I don't know if I was necessarily really promoting it. It was just like link in my bio. I didn't even have like the words like
Subscribe.
yeah,
and story.
subscribe. Look
Yeah.
at this. Yeah, it was just like linked there.
And then it took you a while. How many months it took you like to get it off?
It took me actually like a half a year.
Half a year.
Yeah, it took me 6 months for me to actually like, okay, I can like actually quit my jobs and do this. Yeah, I was just doing it as a hustle, really.
Do you think it's because you had 2 other jobs, so you couldn't really focus on?
Yeah, definitely.
Because like, what was your schedule? You wake up Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
7 to 5 actually.
Oh my gosh, that's
It
a
was
lot.
7. I had to be there at 7:45, and then I had an hour lunch break. I was always going in overtime, and till 5 or 6, depending on because yeah, we would close at 5, but we had to close the stuff down. Yeah.
So, and then you had how many hours during the weekend?
During the weekend, only like 8. Like it was only like you work for 4 hours, but you have to wake up at 4 a.m. and you get off at like 9 or 10 or
So you quit your job, you started doing a friend's website.
Yes.
How long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it for I guess a year now.
So only in the past 6 months it really...
Yeah, I guess so. I've been doing it for probably a year and a half.
You do this all full time now. You're gay now.
Yes.
Full time gay. How's dating going for you?
Non-existent.
Like, did you go on more dates?
Yeah, so in the very beginning, I was like, really testing it out and just kind of realized that, ooh, this is a lot harder to find a guy that I actually want to be with forever.
Do you want to be forever with someone at this point, or you just want to like for a year or two?
At this point in my life, I want to be single. I'm only 21, but for a second there, I was really trying to find something serious, and it's very hard. It's like a needle in a haystack.
Did you try to with Tinder or
I've tried Tinder, Bumble, Hinge,
Grindr, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? Do you think that like you doing the website friends for website friends? Do you think it kind of like prevents you from dating someone, or did you tell some guys on a date, hey, actually I have OnlyFans?
Yeah, so and if you tell a guy like that, it can go one or two ways.
Yeah.
It can go, the guy's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Some people, kind of find it hot, whatever. And then some people are completely disgusted by it.
Really?
Yes.
So you had experience with the disgusting.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the story?
Yeah, so I was on the date with this one guy.
How did you guys find each other?
Tinder.
Okay.
And he knew. He was like, yeah, I recognize you from Instagram. So I never like vocally like was like, hey, like I do. What do you call it?
OnlyFans.
And we were on this date and we were talking, and I was like, he was like asking me like, what are you looking for? And I was like, something serious. And he was like, well, me too, but I can't be serious with someone like you. And I was like,
So why are we here?
Yeah. I was like, serious like me. And yeah, he was basically like, you do like OnlyFans, like I could not be serious with you. So yeah.
What was your reaction to him?
I was like, okay, word. And then we finished the day, and I never talked to him again.
Was he giving you like any reasoning, like
No,
or he was just like
literally like I didn't even want to know the reasoning.
How old was he?
He was like 22.
Okay, so your age.
Yeah.
Okay, so he would just decided to meet up with you, judge you, and leave.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
That's how it felt. I don't know if he was trying to get like a hookup out of it or what. I did not kiss him, nothing. After he said that, I was completely
Not
turned
smart,
off. Yeah.
Okay, and there you had some other stuff like when people were actually excited about you doing it.
Yeah.
What was that?
There's been guys that are like, oh, that's kind of hot. And I don't know.
Did they try to film?
Some people, sometimes guys are like, is there like a secret camera? Like they'll be like in my house and we're like sitting on the couch. He's like, is there a secret camera? And I tell them like, the website does not let me illegally post a video with someone,
That's a misconception. Like I had this friend and he also like does OnlyFans, and he brought this guy.
Yeah.
And multiple guys. And he basically says that multiple guys ask him, you don't film it here, right? Like,
yeah,
you're not filming. And it's like, bro, like, why would I film with you? First of all, it's creepy. Second, even if I did, I cannot post it really, because like this is not how it works. And third, why do you think I need you to film my content? You're irrelevant. You're nobody. I don't know why people say, like, if you're hooking up with someone who's OnlyFans, they cannot film you. I mean, they probably can, but they cannot use you and spread it. You can sue them and they'll be in jail. What's your type?
My type.
Yeah, let's deep dive. Like, let's talk about like features. Like, is it supposed to be taller, shorter? Let's talk about being toxic a little bit.
Okay. This is like my most common question. My type, I'm going to sound like I'm lying, but I really, really don't have one. I really go off vibes and personality before I go off looks. Looks are a plus, but with looks, I like so many. I like blonde hair, brunette hair, bigger, shorter, smaller, taller. Like if your personality is not there, it doesn't matter if you're a 10. We're not gonna work out,
What's in personality that you think makes you a guy? Like, I want to him?
Definitely like nice to me, outgoing, really sweet, really charismatic. Just not a person that's really negative all the time. I cannot stand negative people, really. I mean, I get it. Like, we're all human and we're going to have our negative spurts, but
Not just constantly toxic.
yeah, no, I can't stand toxic.
But you said like everyone, tall, short, whatever. What's the most common guy's type you went on a date with? Because I say the same thing. Like for me,
Yeah.
like I like short, tall, everyone,
Yeah.
like hairy, smooth. But then, for example, like I date like very like specific type, like
Yeah.
is like masculine, tall,
Yeah.
very straight acting.
Yeah.
A little problematic to say straight acting, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like frat boy. That was kind of my type because I was like watching this corny videos. It's called Fraternity X something. It's
Okay.
not paid promotion. I mentioned them before. Actually, I mentioned them 2 episodes in a row now. So it was like, it was just good. It was just like a bunch of frat boys. So it kind of manifested it in the same way. So like, yes, I like everyone, but like dating, I was just kind of with this kind of type that always I talk to. Do you have any or?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely a theme. Normally, the people that I've gone on dates with the most is people like my kind of built, maybe more masculine, maybe more like fraternity type vibes. And then I also kind of go after, guys with like dad bods and it's definitely, those are like 50-50, like on the
Daddies.
number one,
Yeah.
of who I've gone on dates with.
Okay, daddies. You like daddies?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, interesting. Hairy dad butts.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, the next question is, do you think size matters?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Tell me how, like, exactly for you. Okay, we're not gonna go too deep into this, but like, is it better, like, is there perfect size?
Probably just like average. I like
Okay.
average.
Okay, so you like more average.
Yeah.
Like boyfriend.
Yeah.
What do you mean by certain extent?
Well, it depends though. Like, there's people with bigger ones and they know how to, use it where it's not too much. If I was bottoming,
What do you mean by certain extent?
meaning like a really big one, and if I was bottoming, they just don't put it all the way in like full force,
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, like they go in slowly and really know what they're doing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is no perfect size.
No.
Besides like boyfriend.
Yeah, besides like average, but even sometimes they don't even know.
What's the craziest hookup story you've had that is kind of wild?
Me and this guy, we were hanging out and we were like going to go hook up. Mm-hmm. And he like brought his hydro flask in, whatever, a water bottle at the time, 2019, very Visco era. Yeah. So he like sets it down and we're like kissing, like really like about to get into the nitty gritty of like hooking up. Mm-hmm. He asked me if he could. The hydro flask is 32 ounces. He asked me if he could stick all 32 ounces in me, and of course I said no. And he left. It was really awkward. And it went very viral because I was gonna go meet up with him, and I bought the hydro flask, but it never happened. It never happened. It never happened. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's we don't know. It's just only up to your words. So, did you have any actual crazy hookup story, or you're kind of vanilla person?
I'm pretty vanilla. I had this one guy one time. We hooked up, and I actually talked to him.
What do you mean? I thought you were worse.
Well, he was like a little older.
Okay.
So it was like kind of weird that I like talked to him. I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, like age. He wasn't like too old. He was like 25-ish, 26. And we were in his like shed, like outside of his house. And I was like, this is so weird and scary because there was like tools. He did like woodworking or stuff.
And you just like,
Yeah, and then like after I did that, we like sat down like on the couch and was like talking, and he was talking to me about his wife, and I was like, your wife? And he was like, yeah, like my wife that's in the house. And I was like, what? And he like basically like told me like she has no idea and stuff. I haven't talked to him since. I had no idea. That was probably definitely the craziest
wait,
one.
what? Like, how did you find him?
Grinder.
And you went there, you hooked up?
Yeah. Yeah, this actually happened. I drove to his house and he was like, I'm in the shed, like come in the shed. And he had my Snapchat, like we stopped texting on that. We shared socials and stuff. And like it was just gonna be a hookup. So, as soon as I got in, we started kissing. We didn't even talk. And we just got straight into it. We finished and then kind of like sat down on the couch and I was like, why don't you want me to go in your house? Like, this is kind of weird. Like, we're like in your like woodworking shed, like, like in his yard, like the shed in his yard. And he was like, well, my wife's in there. And I was like, does she not know like somebody, like there's literally a car in your garage?
How old you were?
Or car in your driveway? I was 20. No, I was 19. I was 19.
And he was 25.
Yeah, probably 26, 27. I didn't really ask his age. Yeah. He's probably maybe 30. I don't really know.
Okay, we went from 25 to 30.
Yeah. I don't really know.
Was he hot?
It's kind of fuzzy.
Was he hot? You just really wanted...
Yeah. I mean, it was hot enough for me to drive to his house and hook up. Yeah, because
was it in the middle of the night or during the day?
It was during the day, and his wife was. I mean, I don't know her sleep schedule, but I'm guessing during the day she was awake.
Watch out after your husbands.
Yeah.
Because they might be doing stuff you don't know. They might not be doing this woodwork that you think.
Yeah, no,
They do twink work.
Yeah, I felt so bad after, like, terrible. Have not talked to him since. Like, I felt terrible.
There's plenty of guys who tell me that they hook up with the guys who are married to women, and it's just so unfair to women.
Yeah.
Did you had any other, like, there was, like, someone who is married who hit you up, and you're like, no, I'm not doing it?
Yeah. There's been people that will tell me, like, I'm not really on the apps anymore at all. I'm not on any app. Mm-hmm. But when I was, there'd be people like, hey, like, I have a wife, but, like, she doesn't have to know. And I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I wouldn't have went to his house if I knew,
Yeah. You're not a homewrecker.
No, definitely not.
This is so bad. What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is 4th of July and Halloween.
Period. 4th of July.
Yes.
Why is it 4th of July?
I like 4th of July because it's a summer holiday.
Okay.
I'm not too much of a patriotic person, but I do love fireworks and I do love like hamburgers and hot dogs, It's fun.
Can you do... Okay, no, that's problematic. I was like, can you do a southern accent and say, I do love hamburgers and hot dogs. I don't know how did I say, guys, but please don't roast me for my accent. So yeah, and Halloween.
Yes. I mean, I love dressing up and I love spooky vibes. I love scary movies.
Okay, cool. So Christmas. We're here in Christmas vibes.
Yes.
I gave you the naughty head.
Yes.
Today, I got the nice head today.
Yes.
What about Christmas?
I like Christmas,
But
I associate it with it being cold. So I think that's why I don't like it.
You're from the South. You don't like being cold.
I don't. I mean, it does get cold in the South. It snows in the South.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I've always hated cold weather.
Cold.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go ice skating now, are you going to be...
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Because Kole came yesterday and like he actually had to buy for the first time in his life what it's called, the jacket.
Yeah, like a puffer jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's actually gonna be warm today. It's not that cold here, guys. It's just he doesn't really like cold.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 40 degrees and I'm like complaining.
Do you sometimes feel like you could go back and like be full-time bisexual and like just date a girl?
Like back in like
right now, like do you think sometimes maybe I should just date a girl instead of a guy?
Sometimes, because they're a little bit easier in the sense that you can settle down with them more, because it's kind of harder to find a guy to settle down with now in the sense of that. But there's a whole bunch of different factors, With guys, it's easier like the starting out. But with girls, it's easier, like the long term. Just for me, just what I found. I just haven't found the right guy yet.
I hope we will not lose you to bisexual people.
I know.
Kole.
Could you imagine?
That would be so sad if
know.
it's turned back straight.
Yeah.
Also, he's actually gay. Like, there's this thing sometimes people say.
People say it about me all the time.
Yeah, that if you're like a little bit more masculine, or you have OnlyFans, and you don't do like whole thing there, like on camera with 10 people, they say that you're just like queer baiting.
Yeah, people say it all the time to me.
I tell you guys, I don't interview queer baiters, at least not yet. I did not interview any. No, I did not interview any. So he's actually gay.
Yeah,
we checked it. No, so I swear nothing happened in this bed. Kole is very shy. You can see in this podcast, he definitely is given a very shy...
Oh my gosh, am I?
You are shy. But it's like not a bad thing. You're very demure, very mindful. You don't do too much. You don't like talk like this.
Yeah.
So Kole is very shy, but sometimes when he gets a couple drinks, he's not as shy. So we're getting him out of his shelf. And please go check out his website, his friend's website. Maybe we'll take a couple pictures for his friend's website too. I don't know. He's shy. But check out my VIP page. And I really, really appreciate you guys here. Kole, one thing you love about New York.
I love the fashion here. It's awesome just walking on the street and just seeing all the cool outfits that people come out with. I mean, I feel like the fashion here is nothing.
I'm kind of
compared to the
disappointed.
South. Really? Why?
Because one time when I asked the other guy one thing you love about New York on my podcast, he said that you're here. And you just said fashion.
Yeah. You're probably like number 3. After that, I like the Statue of Liberty and then you. No, I'm just joking.
All right, just delete this podcast. No, okay. One thing you don't like is cold. I already know.
It's
Because
cold,
it's cold
yeah.
here. Okay, yeah. Do you want to stay in the South or you think you would move somewhere else?
You know, I've thought about it. Just because a lot more people, it's very
Easier
more.
date.
Yeah, it's very easier. You know, like being gay. The gay scene's bigger here, but also with the South, everything's cheaper. Everything is cheaper.
And you like your dollar.
I know. I really do. Like, I am a penny pincher. So
What is a penny pincher?
penny, just like saving your money, like being very mindful
Very
with
demure.
spending.
But you're
yes.
not cheap.
No, I'm not cheap
Yeah.
when I travel, but when I'm back home, like I don't
You're
really
saving.
spend a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I'll still like go out to eat, but going out to eat in like the South, or at least where I live, because it's such a small area, versus like here is such different vibes. Like my tab is maybe $15 to $20,
$15 to $20.
and I'm talking
here,
I got like a full meal.
and here it's gonna be like 50, 100 per person.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you're not cheap. I like people that are not cheap, but they're like mindful. So, you know, because it's like I hate whenever you go to like someone to the dinner and they're like, "Can I Zell you later?" I was like, "No, Zell me now."
Yeah.
Or like, let's split the check. And I'm all for it if I offer it.
Yeah.
But like if person doesn't even like offer to split or pay is like so I hate users. Anyways, I don't know why we got to this point. Guys, thank you so much. We should do some Christmas content for website in
Okay.
the Christmas hats.
It'd be kind of good.
I think it's gonna be good. And like you see, we invested in this beautiful lights here.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Please subscribe to VIP page to support this podcast. We don't have a constant sponsor, so if you're able to subscribe or send us donation on YouTube, thank you so much. It really is highly appreciated. I hope you guys enjoy the content and spend little 40 minutes with us or whatever this time is here. Smash the like button. This is free. We appreciate you. We're going to give each other a hug.
Yes.
All right.
That was the awkwardest hug I've ever gave.
Was it? A
Not
little
really,
awkward,
though,
yeah.
because we've hugged before and
We've
it wasn't
hugged
awkward.
before.
I think it was because
I think this hug is going to look so bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
do
redo
one
it?
more gun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like my underwear is kind of like not good.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
wait, hold on. You know what?
Is it a
Hold on. Mike, keep it in the video. Okay, let's do this.
like this?
No, you don't have to, because I just keep myself so I'm in a good angle.
Okay.
Okay, that's full. Alright, guys. Well, I hope you like this ending. Goodbye.
Bye.
46 minutes.